Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho, home of the Wallace Miners. This is Channel 3 Sports.
Welcome to Kirby Krulitz Court, Miner fans. I'm Jared Young. I'll be alongside Shannon Pooler tonight calling tonight's game for you. We're trying to test out our audio system with about 12 minutes to go here before the game just to make sure everything's going good. We know we had a couple problems the last times out, and we are trying to fix that and rectify the problems for you so we can bring you a great game tonight between Wallace and St. Mary's. Be back in a few. All right, welcome to the game, Miner fans. Great Tuesday night of basketball ahead of us. We have 2A St. Mary's against our Wallace Miners here at Kirby Coolidge Court. It's senior night, so we're going to honor those seniors here before the game, and we'll try to play the sound of this for you, and we'll be back in around 5 minutes or so when we will get started with some basketball. So first, we're going to honor these seniors. Welcome back, Miner fans. We got about 4 minutes and 23 seconds till game time right now. Again, St. Mary's Lumberjacks versus the Wallace Miners. Marty the Miners out there with the crowd for the Miners tonight. So we got a great game of basketball ahead of us, Mr. Pooler. You're 1 second. There we go.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to a good game tonight here, Jared. I think Wallace's guards can hang with them pretty good for a while.
I know they had a lot of trouble the last time out with the press. They got down big early, around like 31-4 or something like that, while they're at St. Mary's, and the Miners weren't handling the press well early in the year.
Yeah.
So I look for they've been really working on that this season, the last few games even.
Yeah.
So I think they'll do a better job of getting in their offense tonight.
Yeah. And St. Mary's does have a height advantage. They got 3 guys, one 6'2", another 6'3", and another at 6'5". So they definitely have a height advantage there.
Yes, they do. The Miners try to make up for it, though, with a guy like Logan Hull, number 30, who can play big guys, and he's kind of he's basically a big guard that can also bounce down in the post. So he'll be a matchup issue, and he needs to be active tonight for the Miners, especially being senior nights. They need at least 15 points out of him, I would say.
Yeah.
So the Miners' leading scorer right now is number 24, Carter Bailey. He just went up and made that layup attempt there. He is averaging almost 13 points a game. He's had some games where he scored over 20 several times. Logan Holes had a 30-point game this year. Again, those two are going to have to score, but they're really going to need to see some great wing play out of Will Farkas and Hayden Hogemeyer in this one if they really want to stand a chance, I think. So if you don't know Willie Farkas, he's number 11. Hayden Hogemeyer, number 12. He's also going to be a shooter there for the Miners. Connor Denson's going to be coming off the bench tonight. He usually starts at center, but being senior night, big Gary Gunderson's going to get his chance out there on the floor to start the game.
Yeah, and tonight's officials are going to be Dave Oakes, Dave Day, and Josh Behrens. And Dave Oakes has been selected for his 23rd state tournament assignment. He's had quite a career.
Oh, hopefully we can do this. Announce maybe that long.
Yeah.
You guys keep us around.
Yeah.
So again, we'll take a chance real quick here with about $1:40 to play till we do the national anthem. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors: Love and Caring More, McGilver Environmentals, MCE Garbage, Ace Wallace Hardware. Love that place. Dave Smith, Zanetti's, NASCO, Heckler Mine Company, Idaho Silver Shop, the Wallace Screen Printing. You can get your screen printing done right here at Wallace High School. Who is it? Vestra Eye Care is another one. Wallace Harvest Foods is a great supporter of minor athletics. And we'll try to hit you with a few more sponsors as we go. We're going to get started with the national anthem in about a minute, and we look to be back with you soon. And we're back. We hope the audio issues are cleared up for this one for you. We did some work on the microphones, so those will be working. Our crowd mic tonight is still not working very well. Our crowd mic's not working great, so well, we won't have the crowd noises and stuff for you, so I'm sorry about that. We're good. Again, working on troubleshooting all these issues for you. Again, I'm just a business teacher at school, learning computers along the way. So this has been good learning curve in here. So starters tonight for St. Mary's, Coach Pooler, you want to get those?
Yeah, starting at guard, number 1 will be Coleman Ross, 6'2", sophomore. Number 4, Randy Bechtel, 6'4", junior. Number 12, Brett Stansel, guard, 6'3", junior. Number 13, Tristan Nelson, 6'5", sophomore. And number 23, Eli Gibson, 6'1", junior.
All right, so a lot of size on that St. Mary's squad. For the Miners tonight, number 11, Will Farkas, a 5'10", junior guard. Number 12, Hayden Hogemeyer, a 5'10", junior guard as well. Number 24, the General Carter Bailey, a 5'11", junior guard. And a senior, Logan Hull, 5'2" Logan Hull playing on senior night. Number 30, a 6'1", senior guard. And number 50, Gary Gunderson, a 5'11", senior forward, who has really brought a lot of intensity to practice here for these Miners, so it's good to see Gary get a chance to start. And we got just a few more introductions to go till we start the game. I look for St. Mary's to push the pace here early.
Yeah. They played the other night against Genesee, and they really got up and down the court really well and played some tremendous in-your-face defense.
Yeah, they did. One thing I noticed about the Miners last time is they kind of slowed up the game against Kellogg the other night, and I think they have to do the same type of thing to St. Mary's. They have to slow the game down and ensure they get a good shot each time down the floor. And St. Mary's going to press them and try to push them for most of this ball game.
Yep. Hey, Josh Behrens is going to be tossing the ball tonight.
Again, it's the Wallace Miners versus the actually number 4 ranked 2A basketball team in the state right now, St. Mary's. So the Miners got a big task ahead of them here tonight as St. Mary's wins the opening tip. I'm not sure who number 3 is on the list here, but 23 Eli Gibson with the ball right now, and he's going to cast off for a 15-footer in and out. Rebound, Lumberjacks. That was a big Lumberjack who just pulled that one down. 6'5", Tristan Nelson.
Yeah.
He is a big body. And 3 taken there by St. Mary's. Cashed in by 14. Also not on the list of numbers. So I believe 14 must be Sean Elliott. Number 15, actually. And ball's out of bounds. Off the hands of St. Mary's, and it'll be Miner basketball. And Gibson, Garden, Bailey. Bailey at the top. Miners really working around. Heavy pressure there put on by Gibson. Willie Farkas with it now. Back to Bailey. Miners really being patient here. We're already past a minute to play. Or a minute in this first quarter, excuse me. Here goes Logan Hull, attacks. Kicks to the corner. Hogemeyer is not going to be shy about it, and he's long. That rebound's going to go to Randy Bechtel. In the lane.
Coleman Ross gets his own shot. Puts it back in for 2.
Coleman Ross with the bucket. Here goes the press here by St. Mary's. We anticipate to see a lot of press. The good, they get it to the middle of Logan Hull, and he attacks, kicks back out to Farkas. Farkas long on his three-point attempt as well. It's going to be off the hands of Gunderson, and it'll be Lumberjack basketball. And here comes 34 Connor Denson into the ball game now, as Gary's going to take a seat. The Glue's going to go to the bench. And the big man Denson back in. So Coleman Ross with the ball now.
Like Wallace playing a little 2-3 there. Extended a little bit.
Sean Elliott with it now up at the top. Miner Jacks also being patient on offense. Gibson's going to drive the lane. Nice dish there. Nice to Randy Bechtel, and he knocks in a bucket. And Miners really got to take their time. Pass stolen away. And layup up and good. I believe that's Sean Elliott again. Hull attacks. Kicks back out. Bailey likes that shot from there, but he's going to pass it up. As the Miners reset here, 2-3 zone by the Lumberjacks. 9-0 right now. You know, they got to get somebody attacking the middle right now.
Yeah. St. Mary's has extended that zone. That there's a soft spot right in the middle there if they can get the ball in there.
Yep. Anytime you can break that zone down by getting up all the middle, you open up lots of opportunities for yourself.
Yeah.
Miners swinging that ball around. Hogemeyer with it. Nice pass inside to Hull. Hull passes it up. Ooh, Paul's going to be thrown away by Hogemeyer there, right into the hands of Ross, and he's going to be up and good with the layup. And that's going to force a timeout by the Miners. Coach Miller's going to quick a 30-second timeout to stop the bleeding. It's 11-0 right now, Lumberjacks over the Miners. Be back in a minute. And Miners with the basketball now. Hogemeyer with it. Him and Bailey trying to break that press. They do. Ooh, as Bailey gets it slapped away there into the hands of Gibson. Gibson's going to shoot the three, and he's off on the front iron. Gets his own rebound. Ooh, and Hogemeyer's going to get called for the reach-in foul right there. Thought he might have had all ball. They're going to call that a shooting foul. It'll be our first free throws of the ball game here. Eli Gibson at the line, and he makes his first point of the ball game. Gibson, a player, is leading a lot of categories for St. Mary's this year. I believe he's their leading scorer. So the Miners haven't started too quick in this one. They're going to have to get things jump-started here with a bucket. Bailey with it. Seems like the Lumberjacks are everywhere on that court. Bailey having trouble getting the ball up. Splits two, gets it to Farkas. Farkas splits two. Oh, and throws it right into the hands of Elliott. Ooh. Well, I guess 15's on the floor now, too. I don't know who number 14 is.
Yeah, the numbers are all.
Numbers are kind of messed up, so we might say Lumberjacks will out here for a little while.
Yeah.
Miners with the ball now. Able to get it to Hull to break it. He's going to attack the hoop. Goes up, stripped away by number 3. I think that's Coleman Ross.
Yeah, it is.
Up and good that time by the Lumberjacks. 15-0 now. A 1-3-1 press applied now. Miners just can't seem to get a handle on the basketball. Farkas thought about it, passed it up. Good defense there by the Lumberjacks. Hogemeyer almost gets the ball slapped away. Bailey trying to settle things down now. Miners good ball movement there as Logan Hogue gets a nice three-pointer. Misses right into the hands of Denson. He's going to be fouled from behind. Miners going to get an opportunity for points now. A foul's going to be on Ross, his first of the game. And his free throw's up and good. So Denson gets the Miners on the board with a made free throw, and it's 15-1 now. Needs to make them both. He lines up to second. Good rotation, and he knocks that one down as well. 2 points for the Miners now, as they made the 2 freebies. Lumberjacks with the ball now. Gibson with it, guarded by Bailey.
Looks like Coach Chase is kind of going with a little 5-out concept here.
Yeah, well, a little interchange in high post.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They get it into Tristan Nelson. Ball slapped away back to Gibson. Into the hands of
Colby Renner.
Colby Renner. He's 32. Marcus gets a nice little 12-footer, and he buries it home. Miners back-to-back buckets. Ball squirting around again. Oh, I think they're going to get a foul. And they're going to get that foul on the Lumberjacks. That's Tristan Nelson picking up the foul out in the open floor. I like to see the big man moving around and diving, but
Yeah.
you need your big guys to foul by the bucket.
Yeah.
Hogemeyer with it. Logan Hull's going to cast off from 3 again, and he's off. Ball tipped around. Gibson with it. Jacks are running. Tipped away. Good transition defense by Logan Hull.
That was a great hustle by him to get down there and knock that ball away.
Well, it gives the Miners a chance to set up on defense.
Oh, they changed it.
Oh, they changed the call, and that's going to be Miner basketball. So, amazing, outstanding play by Logan Hull.
Yeah.
And he's open in the middle there. The Miners get it to him. Farkas, another open look from 3, and he's going to bury it this time. Nice shot, Will Farkas. 5 points for the Miners now. Miners still down 10, but showing some life. It's 17-7 now, 2:23 to go. Timeout on the floor by St. Mary's. We'll be back in just a second. All right, then we're back here out of the timeout. St. Mary's with the basketball. Miners starting to show some life. Cut off 5 points of this lead. It was 15-0. Now it's 17-7. So the Miners waking up a little bit here at the end of this first quarter.
Yeah. Making the Lumberjacks work for it a little bit here on the
ball tipped away. Ball tipped by Logan Hull out of bounds there. Not sure who 21 is either for you. It might be Grayson Olson. No, he's too tall, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, again, I've got the wrong roster numbers somehow, and we'll have to fix that at halftime for you. But Coleman Ross with the ball now. Guarded by Hogemeyer.
Looks like a little 1-3-1 going on right now.
A little bit. And we're going to get a walk. Colby Ross travels with that basketball, and it'll be Miner ball with 2 minutes to go here. Again, chance to get it under single digits.
Yep.
I think that's a win in this first quarter if you can keep it under single digits with the way the start they had.
Yeah, they had a pretty start.
Give themselves a chance.
Their start was pretty slow. They're getting the ball to the middle.
Yeah, good work by Hull.
Yep. Nice.
Willie Farkas again from the corner. He's got 2 3-pointers from that spot.
They got to get back on defense,
Yep,
Coach.
they don't get back, and there's an easy bucket again.
Yeah, when they get the ball to the middle on that press, and then they can kick it to the corner there to Farkas.
So the Miners might have to call. Oh, they do get it across. Nice job. Nice find by Bailey, but then it's thrown away by Farkas. Here comes Gibson. He's going to pull up from 15 off the back iron. And Miners unable to get the rebound. Logan Hull working hard. He's going to get fouled. So they got that on Randy Bechtel there, third team for St. Mary's. The Miners got the lead cut to 9 now, $1:12 to go. Chance to get even closer. They got to do a better job against the press.
They got two guys covering Logan in the middle.
Yeah,
now,
Perno with the ball now into the game. And he stepped on the out of bounds line. And it'll be St. Mary's basketball. So Ryan Perno, another senior, who's been injured a lot of the year for the Miners. So it's good to see him out here tonight. St. Mary's being patient. They get that ball to the corner, and they're going to hook a three. Going to be short. Connor Denson can't get the rebound. The ball finds its way to Tristan Nelson, and he knocks in the bucket. Carter Bailey almost dribbles no trap, gets it to Hull. Perno in the corner, back to Hull. Up to Bailey, thought about it. Going to get a shot out of Hogemeyer, and he's going to knock one down. Miners needed that one. 21-13
they
now.
got to get back on defense.
St. Mary's doing a good job in transition after a made bucket. I mean, they just have flown twice down the floor on the Miners. Miners almost throw it away again. Get the ball to Perno. He drives in. Has to shoot one. Good defense by the Lumberjacks to end the quarter. It's 23-13. But the Miners showing some life down there. Hit 3 3-pointers down the stretch of that first quarter. Down 10 at the moment. We'll be back with the second quarter. All right, as we gear up for this second quarter, Willie Farkas, number 11, leading the way for the Miners right now with 8 points. Hogemeyer knocks in a 3 there right at the end of the quarter. And that's the majority of your Miners scoring right there. Connor Denson able to hit a pair of free throws down as well. So the Miners haven't got any buckets out of Bailey or Hull yet, and they're going to need a few of those this quarter.
Yeah, what really hurt the Miners in the first quarter, Jared, is they had 7 turnovers.
7. Nice play by Willie Farkas with the deep layup. And the Miners get a turnover there. So after coughing it up so much in the first, it's good to see them get one too.
Yeah.
Almost tipped away there. Bailey was getting ready to gear one to the corner, I think. Just tipped away by the Lumberjacks. The Miners down 8 with the ball. They can get another bucket out of Willie Farkas here. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
He's not shying away from the challenge tonight. Miners working it around to get the ball to Hull. Hull has a chance to attack, gets to the hoop, and he's up and good. Nice take by Logan Hull being aggressive.
They're not getting back on.
The Miners almost force a turn. Oh, they're going to get a foul. I think they're going to. The Miners did force a turnover there. So it's going to be another foul on the Lumberjacks. You get that foul on Eli Gibson, his first. And the Miners got a chance to cut into the lead. And only down 23-17 now.
Yep.
Nice pass inside of Hogemeyer, back out to Farkas. Good defense there by St. Mary's. Hogemeyer with it. Finds Bailey on the back cut. He's next to the hoop. He's going to shoot a little fadeaway jumper. He's short. Tristan Nelson, nice rebound over Denson right there. He's going to run all the way down. There goes Ross. He's short. And we got a foul down low again on the Lumberjacks.
That's on Tristan Nelson.
So I think that's at least 2 on Nelson now. No, only 1. Surprised by that.
Yeah.
I thought he had the diving foul down here as well.
Yeah, must have had on somebody else.
Nonetheless, Miner basketball only down 6. Looking good as of late. So 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Miners again cutting into the Jack lead right now. Hole attacks baseline, doesn't get called, and there he does. A late call there. They're going to call him with a little forearm shiver. And that'll be his first foul. Miners applying some pressure now. Almost get to trap Ross. He's able to squirt through, get the ball to Gibson. Bailey extending that zone for the Miners. Here come the Jacks now, driving back to Gibson. Into the corner now for 3. And he buries the three-pointer. Not sure what his name is, but he has 10 points already in the ball game. Number 14 for St. Mary's. 26-17 now. St. Mary's switching it up, switching defenses again, going man-to-man right now. Farkas throws it away into the hands, I think that's Sean Elliott, 15. Ross with it. Gibson's going to fire from 3, and he's going to bury in nothing but net three-pointer. He's got 5 points now. Well, Miners were making a run back in it.
Yeah.
Back-to-back buckets by St. Mary's, extending the lead.
Like St. Mary's is in a little 2-3 as well right now.
A little matchup. Bailey, deep three-point attempt, and he's off. Wanted a foul call on the closeout, but they're not going to give it to him. Ball goes out of bounds to the Lumberjacks. A little confusion in here. We're going to inbounds it now. Gibson with the ball. Not fooled by the trap at all are the Lumberjacks, but nice job by Bailey.
Great play by Bailey.
Hole gets it across one of the easier times across half court for the Miners right there. And here goes Farkas. Hogemeyer. Denson down low now, working hard. Trying to get there. And it's stolen, ripped out of his hands by Gibson. He's going to go coast to coast with it. He's going to fall over. No. They're going to get a late foul on the floor, I think, on Hogemeyer. Oh, no, they got it on Will Farkas on the floor. As Willie's going to take a seat, Brad Teskey, number 0, into the game for the Miners. Gibson's also going to rest for the Lumberjacks right now.
Ross is in for him.
Lumberjacks easily get it inside. Can't convert on the layup attempt. A good hustle. Gets the ball back for them. So under 4.5 to go now. Miners down 12. Was a 6-point game just 2 minutes ago. A couple back-to-back shots made by St. Mary's opened this one back up a little bit. Making the Miners work for it. They get an air ball out of it, but good rebounding again by St. Mary's, and another jumper made by number 14. He's up to 12 points. Logan Hull with it. Miners break the press again. He gets a good take, but gets it tipped away from behind. Miles able to swing it to Carter Bailey. He's going to cast from 3, and he buries the three-pointer. Chance for the 4-point play. So the mythical 4-point play we might see tonight as Carter Bailey buries the deep 3 and gets fouled on the way down. So a big double possession play here.
Yep.
It'll put the Miners only down 10 if he knocks down this free throw.
Okay, Gibson's back in the game for St. Mary's. Didn't take long.
Did not take long. One shot made by Bailey, and got to get him back in there. So Bailey's free throw attempt for the 4-pointer. And he's off on the layup, on the free throw attempt, so he can't convert the 4-point play. He did bury the 3-pointer, which was a huge shot for the Miners at the time. Gibson with it. Miners working hard, trying to make things as tough as they can on the Lumberjacks. Ross gets inside to Gibson, high post, makes a nice move and a nice pass for an easy layup there by Colby Renner.
St. Mary's really moves the ball well inside.
Yes, they do. Good interior passing.
Yeah.
A sign of a good basketball team. Nate Hammerberg into the ball game now. Thinks about one from three, gets it to Hogemeyer. Back to Teskey. Hammerberg finds Hogemeyer. Miners really working that ball around. Like to see a little more off-ball movement. And they do get a push foul there. Riley Teskey. That's going to be the 7th team foul. That's going to put the Miners in the bonus. Chance to get some easy points at the line, which is something they really need at this time. Like to see Brad Teskey bury a couple free throws down here. He's only a freshman for the Miners. He's hit some big shots this year. Now would be a great time for a pair of free throws. Teskey's first attempt is in and out, rolled everywhere but in, and the Lumberjacks are going to take the ball. Gibson slowly brings it across the timeline. Lumberjacks working the ball around, making that zone do a lot of movement. Three's off the back iron, rebound Gibson. And he shoots a flailing hook that finds nothing. And we're going to get a jump ball, and that's going to stay St. Mary's basketball right now. Little box one here. They're going to swing it all the way back to the inbounder as Gibson shoots the three, and he's off. Another offensive rebounds are killing the Miners right now.
Yeah.
They almost turned it over right again, back to Gibson, tips it out. Again, that 15-point lead is back. Miners need a bucket here. And the press is back as well. Miners throw it all the way up court. Nice job breaking the press that time. Good find by Hammerberg to Teskey. And the Miners get a bucket. Yeah, nice, easy one.
Yeah, they went over the top the whole way there.
They finally saw it, got it.
Yeah.
That could, if they can do that another time or two, it's going to really ease things up in the front court.
I don't think the
ball, in the back court.
I don't think the ball even touched the floor that time.
Which is how the press should be broken.
Yep.
Yeah. And Nate Hammerberg, after that nice pass, is going to take a seat here as Connor Denson comes back in. 35-22. Miners in need of a stop on this possession. St. Mary's gets it in. Ross kicks it out. Ooh, tough pass inside as Renner able to corral it. Nice little spin move. And he banks one in with the and one. Colby Renner, nice little move on the block. I imagine he's a football player as well.
Yes, he is. He was about that size when he was a freshman.
Be nice to have a freshman like that. All right, so Colby Renner at the line. Chance for the three-point play. His free throw attempt is no good, in and out. And they're going to get Gibson with the foul, and that's going to send, I think they're going to get Logan Hull at the line. He's going to get 2 shots. Again, the bonus helping the Miners out again. Fouling now. The Miners don't have to go against that press. Oh, no, Connor Denson's going to be at the line. But Denson, he was 2 for 2 from last time. And he's up and good on the third. Good free throw shooting from Denson in this first half. Second attempt is up, and it's in and out again. Rebound Lumberjacks. Ross brings it across. St. Mary's being patient, making the zone work. They've done a really good job of making the Miners work on defense. Three-pointer is off the front iron. Almost another offensive rebound, but Teskey's going to come away with it. Almost loses the handle, but doesn't. Gets it to Hogemeyer. Hogemeyer's going to walk into a wide-open three-pointer, and he buries it. Big shot by Hogemeyer. Miners down 11 now. Again, Miners have been doing a good job sticking around.
Yep. They've had a lot of good success, you know, if they move the ball around, pass it around 3, 4, or 5 times, they work themselves into an open shot there most of the time.
Good hands right there by Hogemeyer being active in the zone. Almost forced another turnover. Well, high pick and roll action, gets a good shot in the corner. Short right into the hands of Ross, and Ross buries another one. So every time the Miners start inching back, that defensive rebound, it's killing them. And a reach out of there at the top at the volleyball line. That's the 9th team foul. Going to send Hogemeyer for a 1-and-1. So if there's anything that could be a saving grace of the Miners at this point, it will be in the Lumberjacks not foul.
Right, yeah.
The Lumberjacks keep fouling, it's going to keep the Miners in it.
Yeah.
And Hogemeyer converts first, gets that opportunity for that second point. Hogemeyer lining it up for a second, and he is long. Rebound by Zach Olson. And Ross is going to slow it up across. I could see St. Mary's being real patient here.
Yeah, they're going to go for the last shot.
Hogemeyer trying to get that ball back for the Miners, working hard up top. And again, they're going to hold for the last shot. There's 10 seconds to go now. Hogemeyer, again, good defense. Lumberjack almost going to run out of time. They get a wide open 3 attempt to end the quarter. And knocked down right there by number 21. And that'll end the half, 42-27. So the Miners at times are right there. Again, they're only a run away here from catching back up in this one. So we'll be back with the second half in about 10 minutes. Hello, Miner fans. We're going to hit you with a little stats of the first half, kind of tell you the tale of the tape. I'll turn you over to Coach Pooler.
Okay, in the first half, the Wallace Miners free throws, they went 4 for 8 for 50%. St. Mary's Lumberjacks, 2 for 3, 66%. And really the telltale, the first half for the Miners was 9 turnovers.
Yeah.
You know, they cut that in half with this 15-point deficit. It's a single-digit game if they convert on points. So, so those 9 turnovers are huge. St. Mary's had 5 turnovers. Wallace really struggled on the rebounding end, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, they were getting killed on the offensive glass. And
Yeah.
That turned into a lot of second chance points.
It did, big time. Yeah. They only had like 2 total defensive rebounds and no offensive rebounds in the first half. As you were saying, Coach Young, St. Mary's did a great job on the offensive rebounding end with a total of 8 and three defensive rebounds in the first half.
So again, kind of lopsided, especially in the rebounding totals. The Miners have to be able to pull down some defensive rebounds in the second half. Down 15. You don't have to cut the whole tree down right now.
No.
You gotta take a few good swings at it though. Knock it down, or if you can get it 10 or less in that fourth quarter is always a ball game.
Yep.
So the Miners were kind of in this situation the other night. They had a struggle in the second quarter also against Kellogg the other night. So second quarter seems to be kind of their bugaboo at the moment. And I thought they had turned it around for a point. They got the lead to 6 in that second quarter, but then they couldn't get any closer. Again, second chance points, a couple back-to-back three-pointers by St. Mary's right there. Made it a 12-point lead pretty fast again, and the Miners just couldn't recover at that point. They did hit a couple free throws, which was good to see out of them. I don't know if they're still shooting over 50%, but that's been kind of a Achilles heel at times, is free throw shooting. But Connor Denson, at least, he's knocking them down. He's 3 of 4, I believe.
Yeah, he is. He's 3 of 4. You know, and too, if Wallace can limit the turnovers and take care of the ball, that's going to help quite a bit.
Yeah,
just doesn't give St. Mary's chances to get points that way.
Yep. The Miners got to do a great job against the press here. I imagine they're going to see it coming out of the halftime here as we switch ends. And again, the Miners got to get some more scoring out of Hull and Bailey. Only 5 points combined out of their 2 star players. So, but we did see a great first half at a right place, right time. Will Farkas, the assassin in that first half, he had 10 points, 2 3-pointers. Hayden Hogemeyer hit a couple of big threes, as well as a free throw with 7 points. So if they can continue to, they can match that output and get some scoring out of Hull and Bailey and Denson, the Miners have a good shot at this one, being only down 15. So they're calling out split the pot here real quick, and then once that is over, we will start the second half. It looks like Logan Hull's family won, and I think they donated the money back to Wallace Junior Senior High School, so thank you to them. And we're going to gear up right now. Ball is in. Miner basketball. Hogemeyer going to bring it across the timeline. Try to work a little elevator screen there to Carter Bailey.
Oh, nice back cut.
Nice pass, nice play, Miners. Carter Bailey with the bucket. They had that one geared and ready at a halftime. Good start by the Miners.
That might be a good go-to play, the way they overplay the ball so much. That was a good adjustment by Coach Miller there.
Great adjustment. So we got numbers corrected here. Stensel's going to throw that one away, or Stansel, sorry. Throws it right into the hands of Willie Farkas. Here comes Logan Hull. Hogemeyer with it, guarded by Stansel. There's Farkas. Kicks it back out to Logan Hull. Hull almost shoots a step back there, passes it up. Miners fortunate to keep the ball. Willie Farkas from a little deep that time. It's going to go off the back iron out of bounds. Lumberjack basketball. And Will Farkas has an interesting shot. Very fundamentally sound on his shot. You don't see, it's an old school looking shot, so you don't see a lot of it like that these days. Ross with it. St. Mary's being very patient. They have a lead. They're going to work it. 3 in the corner there by Bechtel. He's off. Gibson for 3 now, and he's going to knock it down. Gibson with another 3-pointer. He's got 2 threes in the ball game. 45-29. Good pass by the Miners to break the press. Willie Farkas in and out. And again, another rebound by the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks owning the rebounding game tonight. Nelson kicks out to Ross. Ross attacks, kick out to Gibson for a wide open look. He's off this time. Tristan Nelson over the top. They're going to get him for a foul over the back. I think the Miners might have got bailed out on that one. A good rebound by Nelson. He's called for the foul, though. First of the half, and that's his 3rd personal foul. So he's going to have to take a seat here with 6:05 to go in the 3rd. Hogemeyer. Ooh, forces one to Willie Farkas in the middle. Stolen away by Gibson. Gibson no-look pass. Stansel to Ross, and Ross knocks it home. 47-29 now. They're going to get a blocking foul down there on the baseline by Colby Renner. Cole working hard. The Miners setting up now. Get that ball into Hull inside, back to Bailey. Bailey guarded by Gibson. Gibson really going after Bailey right now. Bailey attacks, gets the ball stripped away by Stansel. Gibson with it to Ross. And another bucket by the Lumberjacks. So things starting to get out of hand here. Logan Hull takes it in hard. Doesn't get the call down low. Good defense by Renner. Gibson with the ball. Again, Lumberjacks being very patient. Probably trying to force the Miners into man. Gibson to Ross. Ross attacks the hoop. Short little runner. Gets it to fall. He's had 6 quick points here in the 3rd quarter. Hull with it. Hogemeyer. Farkas gets it into Hull. Hull able to lay it up and good. Miners get on the board there. 51-31 now. Be a nice time for the Miners to go on a little run here to end the quarter. At least make up the 5 that they've lost so far. Gibson thinks about it, passes it up. Nobody on Ross. And we get an illegal pick down low by Stansel, number 14. He picks up his 2nd foul of the half.
St. Mary's is really making Hogemeyer work in that 1-3-1, passing it back and forth.
Yeah,
He's having to cover a lot of ground.
Lumberjacks are doing a great job with the ball movement. They've been getting a wide open look each time down the floor. Miner basketball. Under 4.5 now. Hogemeyer, he gets just short on the 3-point attempt. Renner pulls down the rebound. Ross in the corner now, guarded by Farkas. Good pressure applied by the Miners there. Able to stay patient is Ross. Ooh. Ball kicked in and out. Gibson for 3, and he's off the iron. Nobody near the Lumberjacks again down low. 2 offensive rebounds. And Bechtel comes away with a bucket. He was able to get his own miss down low there.
Yeah.
Farkas with it. Working hard. Kick back to Bailey. To Hogemeyer for 3. Off again on the back iron. Rebound to Grant Pete. Behind the back there by Ross, and he can't get it. And they get a quick jump ball call there. That ball's going to stay Lumberjack basketball. John Elliott, number 21, coming back into the ball game. And so is number 13, Tristan Nelson's going to come in for Colby Renner. The Miners just can't string together a couple stops.
Yeah.
Able to get that ball into Tristan Nelson. He's short on the layup attempt. Lumberjacks tip it out of bounds. Miner basketball. Brad Teskey going to come back onto the floor for the Miners, number 0, as Denson takes a seat. Teskey with the ball now. Throws it cross court behind Logan Hole. He's able to corral it. The Miners slow it down. They really need to get a good, clean shot. Bailey attacks the middle, kicks to Hogemeyer. He attacks. Back out. And we're going to get another foul. This time, I believe, on Grant Pete. Got him with 4 personals right now. Ooh. I think they've missed one. I think one of them was 14s and they miscalled it. But nonetheless, he's got 4 fouls. I don't think St. Mary's is too worried about that at this point. Three's off by Bailey. Ball's digging around. Good hustle on the floor there. And St. Mary's and Gibson are going to come away with it. Pete with it. Gets the ball tipped away by Hull. Miners just can't seem to get the bounce to go their way. They've done some really good things at times. Can't stay in front. That's tipped around. Nelson playing volleyball with himself, and he knocks one down again.
That's 5 offensive rebounds this quarter for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and they got the size, and they do a good job of boxing out. Tipped away by Stansel. So the Miners struggling for quality looks, and they can't rebound the basketball at the moment, which is hurting them big time. They can get the ball to bounce their way just even 2 or 3 times. Give them some life here at the end of this quarter. Here comes Farkas for 3, and he's fouled. He misses on the 3, but he's going to get 3 shots. They get that foul on Gibson, they get that foul on Sean Elliott, his first foul, but on a 3-pointer, and that's the 5th team foul here in the 3rd quarter for the Lumberjacks. Farkas, he rattles home the first. Got 11 points now in the ball game. Second attempt here from Farkas coming. And he puts the ball in the right place at the right time and knocks down another one. Third attempt coming. He was fouled on the 3. Third and final free throw coming from Farkas now. Is up and knocks 1, 2, 3. Knocks them all down. Good free throw shooting there by Willie Farkas. Oh, we're approaching 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Ross brings it across, guarded by Bailey. Bailey trying to make him work. And we're going to get a timeout. St. Mary's going to take a timeout here with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute. All right, and we're back. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 55-34 Lumberjacks over the Miners at the moment. Miners coming off 3 made free throws by Willie Farkas. And we get it over and back.
Yeah.
No court awareness that time by Coleman Ross, and hands the ball right back to the Miners. The Miners a chance to cut into the lead.
That is not going to make Coach Chase happy.
Especially right out of a timeout.
Yep.
Careless turnover. Bailey with it, gives up his dribble. Back to Hogemeyer. Bailey gets it back, goes to work. Gets a wide open 3 off the iron. Willie Farkas, offensive rebound. Oh, gets the ball tipped right back into his hands, but gets it to Hogemeyer. Miners really having to work as the man defense here applied by St. Mary's. Teskey takes it in, loses it. That was Randy Bechtel coming away with the steal. Lumberjacks working it in. Ross going to attack. And he's swatted away by Teskey. Nice play by the freshman down low. Not shying away. Nice to see how the freshman taking charge, going after one.
Yeah.
Pete gets it to Ross. They get that ball inside. Hook shots off by Justin Ledbetter. Ball still dancing around in the middle there. Kicked out to Gibson. Both teams fighting hard for that basketball. Resetting here from St. Mary's. Double screen, high screen for Gibson. Gets the ball tipped away into the hands of Bechtel. And we're going to get another foul on the floor. St. Mary's going to take another timeout as coach doesn't like what he sees. Going to get a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. So 46.4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lumberjack basketball. Miners going to stick in the 2-3 zone at the moment. I imagine they're going to have to switch things up a lot here. Pete with it. Gibson's got it. Had a nice pass down there. Wasn't handled by Bechtel, and they turn it over. Miners will get the ball back with 33 seconds to go. Another 3 would be nice out of Hogemeyer or Farkas, anybody for that matter. Farkas working hard, guarded by Gibson. Hogemeyer with it. Bailey cross court, tipped away there by Randy Bechtel. Oh, Willie Farkas going to inbound it now. Gets it easily into Hogemeyer. 15 seconds to go. Hogemeyer finds Bailey. Bailey with Gibson on him. Teskey to Hull. Hull's going to attack. Hull's going to have to shoot it, and he doesn't get it off. The Miners struggle to get a shot off at the end of the quarter. So it's 55-34. Only 4 points of separation in that quarter, but not in the Miners' favor. So they're going to need some sharp shooting here in the final quarter. We'll be back in just a minute. One more quarter of basketball here on your Tuesday night, folks, here in Minor Country, Kirby Krulitz Court. St. Mary's, Wallace, not a better way to spend a Tuesday night.
Connor's doing a good job down there on Nelson.
And Nelson short on the layup attempt.
Yeah.
Ball dancing around everywhere. Bechtel going to walk into a three-pointer. He's off, and the Miners with a rebound. Here goes Bailey on the attack now. Here come the Miners. Finds Hogemeyer. Hogemeyer's got Farks in the corner, doesn't see him. Finds Hull, though, and Hull buries the three-pointer. Nice shot by Logan Hull. Miners needed that. Denson working hard with Nelson. Ross was, as the Miners are in man now, they're going to have to. And Ross takes it all the way to the hoop. He's at 14 points now. Ball back to Bailey. Bailey's going to stop and pop. He's off on the front iron. Ross up to Gibson. Nice pass back to Ross. Good give and go. And they knock down another one. Hull spin move. Spins again. And they're going to get him with a walk. As he pirouetted onto one foot, tried to pirouette again, they didn't like it.
Yep.
Gibson with it. Miners applying a little pressure here. They break it easily. And they're going to slow it down. St. Mary's is always, I've always noticed they've been a really disciplined basketball team.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They're patient. A lot of things. Ball able to get stolen away there by Bailey. Nice play. Hull gets it to Hogemeyer. Hogemeyer misses the reverse right into the hands of Nelson. Up to Gibson now. Ross going to slow it down once again. Dansel's going to take a little jumper from the corner. It's rebounded by Hull. Here goes Hull on the attack now, trying to draw a foul. Can't get one. Hull's going to attack now. Bailey with it. Ball gets tipped around right into the hands of Ross. Ross got to stop with it. Kicks it back out to Gibson. Hogemeyer guarding him now.
Yep.
Ross attacks. Nice little pass across court there. Layup's good by Bechtel. A nice find. Nice take by the point guard right there. Carter Bailey to Hogemeyer. And we're slowing one down here. Not sure why he stopped the game there, but he did, and they're going to get a couple subs onto the floor. Gary Gunnarsson and Ryan Perno into the ball game now. Both seniors for the Miners in their last home game here at Kirby Krulitz Court. Perno gets it into Hull. Hull surveys the D. Little crossover dribble into the lane. Nice take by Logan Hull. I feel like he could do that whenever he wants.
Yeah.
I would love to see Logan Hull really get after a game where he just did that every time he got the ball. Ooh, the Red Sea parts for a layup there by Stansel. Gary Gunnarsson almost get Perno going to come with a rebound, loses the handle. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Miner basketball. Well, Bechtel's going to take a seat. Justin Nelson's also going to take a seat. Got Justin Ledbetter, number 33, into the game. As well as Colby Renner, number 32. Ball's off. Shots off by Hammerberg. St. Mary's with the ball again. Ledbetter with it. Kicks it out to Pete. Pete attacks off the glass, and he's up and good as well. His first bucket of the ball game. So 65-39 now, 4.5 to go. Logan Hull attacks, kicks out to Perno. Perno drives, gets it across to Hammerberg. There goes Carter Bailey attacking. Dansel gets his hands in there, and it's going to find its way to Gibson. Miners turn it over.
You can really tell that St. Mary's defensive focus has been taking Bailey and Hogemeyer away tonight.
Yes, they have. Another 3 up and good by Brett Stansel. He's at 17. Good game for Stansel. Almost stolen away again. They able to get it to Perno. Bailey gets a good look for 3, and he's short. Renner with the rebound. The Miners have had their struggles at times. I've seen them play much better than they've been playing tonight. Overall, they've shown spurts of some really good things tonight. They just got to put it all together for the full game.
Turnover.
Oh, ball stolen back by Pete. And St. Mary slows it up again. Renner with it at the high post. Kicks the Ledbetter. He's going to shoot a jumper from the corner, and he's off. Gunderson gets the ball ripped away by Renner. And we got a travel by Renner down low. And the Miners are going to make a mass substitution here as Luke Hole, number 40, comes in. Brad Teskey, Hayden Hogemeyer, and Willie Farkas come back on the floor. Logan Hull's going to take a seat. Been a great 4-year run for Logan Hull here. Been fun watching him play football and basketball here at Wallace High School. Ehrenberg gets it into Hogemeyer. Hogemeyer across the Hull. Hull going to work his magic. Teskey with it. Drives baseline. Going to get a block down there on the baseline. Get a block call on Renner. 6 personal foul. There's Farkas from the corner, and he's off. Ball tipped around. Nice job by Luke Hole to run it down, but he throws it away right into the hands of Pete. Grant Pete with the steal. Approaching 2.5 to go. Not sure who number 2 is. Ledbetter with the shot. There's Hammerberg. Hammerberg gets a defensive rebound for the Miners. So Miners do have a few more defensive rebounds this half.
Yeah.
Farkas driving. Back out to Hogemeyer. The Miners have got to reset. Teskey in the corner. Miners might be a little too patient right now, but they're moving the ball all right.
Yeah.
Hogemeyer with it. Hole inside. Works a move. Kick out. Nice kick out there. Hogemeyer off. Willie Farkas working hard, but he loses the ball out of bounds. Lumberjack basketball. Cody Richardson, number 4, into the game for the Miners now. Getting to see the last couple minutes of the game. Well, all the Miners into the game now. Trace Wicks with the ball. Wicks with it. St. Mary's airing out this game a little bit. Lumberjacks kick it out. 3-point attempt this time by Sean Elliott. He's off. Luke Hole gets it ripped away. And it's Tanner McMaster. Gets a bucket right there. 70-39 now. Cody Richardson off with a shot. Luke Hole with the rebound. He's up and can't find the bottom of the bucket. As the Lumberjacks have the ball now. We're 12 with it now. Up top. Kicks to Elliott. In St. Mary's working the clock here. No need to score. And they're doing a good job with their ball movement, making the Miners work. It's probably going to be the last possession if they don't get greedy. So I think the tail of the tape in this one was the offensive rebound battle for St. Mary's and the turnover battle. They won those 2 key areas pretty well tonight. It looked like the number 4 team in the 2A level.
Yeah.
And the Miners showed signs tonight at times of some brilliance. didn't have enough of those moments. And they're going to lose this one tonight, 70-39. I'll let Coach Pooler give you a few stats of how kind of the overall game went.
Okay, so what we got here for stats before we sign off for the evening is Wallace Miners were 7 for 11 from the free throw line for 63%. St. Mary's remained the same the second half. They didn't shoot any free throws. They were 2 for 3 for 66%. Wallace did cut down on the turnovers in the second half, down to 5, and had 14 total for the game. St. Mary's, meanwhile, had a total of 11 turnovers. On the rebounding end of things, Wallace had 3 offensive rebounds and 3 defensive rebounds. And here's a huge stat right here. St. Mary's Lumberjacks had 17 total offensive rebounds.
Yeah, 17. That's a boatload of rebounds. So something the Miners need to improve upon when they go to Lakeside for their next ball game. Again, they're playing another highly ranked team, undefeated team, ranked number 1 in Division 1A or Division 2 1A. So they got another big task ahead of them before they'll have a play-in game where they're most likely going to see either Kamiah or Prairie from the White Pine League at NIC here in a couple weeks on the 27th. So regardless of what happens in the next game and tonight, really, the Miners have a chance in that play-in game from the third place White Pine League team. So we look forward to that one. That'll probably be the next broadcast that we have for you and might be the last one of the year. So please tune in for that one on the 27th. I'm Jared Young alongside Shannon Pooler. We're going to say goodnight here from Miner Country.